Can you use a die cutter machine to aid needle felting? I'm going to do the experiment so you don't have to. If you don't know what this is a big shot. It's a large big shot. The idea of this is a bit like old mangle. There's two metal roller blades inside that squish these things called dies down and cut out paper, basically, or card, with these thin ones. You can also get these great big ones. They're not cutty, by the way. It's merely like the pressure. You'd struggle to cut yourself on that one. But these big ones are designed to use to cut out leather, felt, material, and so you get a consistent, rather than cutting it by hand, you get a consistent shape every time. So inside, behind the foam, is a you can't really see it, it's a sharp, it's not really sharp to touch, but is a much deeper like metal bit, edging bit here. It's much deeper in here, so I guess that's what cuts the shape out better. So when in the past I've made flowers using felt, so I've got some felt here and I'll just show you quickly how that works. Excuse the noise, it is a bit noisy. Let's just have a go. So let's try this one because it just feels a bit thicker. So you just pop it onto the machine like that. You put your lid on, roll it through, you can hear it cracking. That's fine, that's normal. And you get, hopefully, so there's a little bit there where it didn't cut hugely well. If I roll that through, we would have got a better result. And I've done so many felt flowers, you can see here, I've done so many felt flowers with this. But let's do that again and let's run it through twice so you can see that it actually does work. These boards are old. I always use these ones for felt because of obviously all the extra fibres, so they probably could do with being replaced, to be fair. So we'll go back over again. So clever machine, really. She drops it. There's still a bit of resistance, but that's not too much better. That would be easy to clean up with some scissors. So there's that, and then with this one you get much better results. So let's have a go at making, I think you can just about see that flower there. Let's turn it that way. Just make sure I get most of the image. Pop that on there. This should do it once, although my boards are warped. Look. Yeah, so look. There, perfect image. Or perfect how it's meant to be. So I was wondering if it would work with felt. So I've just taken this oxide orange carded Corridel, and I've just used, this one's got 4 needles in it, to just bash this down. So not hugely well, but I thought we'd try it. So let's try it on this. Now I'm aware this is going to make lots of fibres. As you can see, there's quite a few. I think it's worth it. Just want to see basically if it'll work, and we'll use it on the same size one again. Now I could have made this a bit more felted, but I kind of didn't really want to. So we'll just give it the once and see. How might this be helpful if it works? Let's have a look. So I can definitely see, oh wow, it's worked, look. So it's giving you this. So now you could felt it more, or you could go in and, I'm quite impressed with how well that's worked. Bear in mind that this one is meant to cut leather. It will even cut like Coke cans, aluminium. So this is the really strong one. Yeah, I could see a way of using that. I mean, you could definitely mix up your colours and do some like cool colour things with that. I'm quite pleased that that's worked actually. Okay, let's try using the smaller dies. Now there are some really intricate dies. Obviously I don't think for a minute that they would work, but Who knows? So if you remember that this one struggled a bit around the edges on there, so I guess we're slightly less chance of it working. Okay, and I'll run it through twice like we did with the other one. Go back again. And it's worked. Oh, I'm actually really pleased that that's worked. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. I've got some, like I've got this die here, which has got the two pieces. That piece there, I don't think that would ever cut, but I don't know. I mean, you're going to need to work a bit with this because I think I could pull that apart really easily. And it's obviously going to make it smaller, but I guess it's a start. It's something. The reason I wanted to try it was because I was really finding making flowers quite difficult. I'm not sure why. Maybe my interest just wasn't really there, but yeah, that's kind of fascinating. So I guess yes, you can use a die cutting machine. I don't suggest, however, unless you want to like really want to make lots of flowers, I don't suggest you go out and buy these machines. They can be quite expensive and the dies are hideously expensive. But yeah, someone I'll test some more, maybe something a bit more intricate, and I'll see what I can do with these flowers. But yeah, if you like this video, subscribe and we'll do some more soon. Okay, take care, bye.